like, comment, subscribe to me and his channel.
What's up, it's your boy LOE Business. I'm back in the video. How they going? Y'all vibing, y'all chilling, y'all enjoying y'all day. Y'all having a great night so far. Don't ask me why I'm up. I'm up watching Pac-12 basketball. UCLA right now. I'm watching UCLA right now. But before I start, make sure y'all smash that like button, smash that like button on the road to 1K subscribers. Hit this subscribe button. Make sure you join me on my journey. I love you guys so much. Tapping in with me, being in tune with my channel. I love you guys so much. We're about to talk about Bob Arum. Bob Arum wants Vasyl Lomachenko versus Shakur Stevenson after the Devin Haney fight. So, Bob Arum, in any case, Bob Arum wants this fight. If you guys don't know, Shakur Stevenson will be fighting Yoshino. I think he's like 19-0, 12 KOs or something like that. 16-0, 12 KOs, something like that. But he's an undefeated. I think he's from Japan. Shakur was struggling to get calls from guys. Esau Cruz being one of the guys. It's a lot of guys that turned down Shakur. And it's, I'm not surprised. A left-handed, a southpaw Olympian, that can actually box. I wouldn't just, jump in there either. But Arum says that the possibility of Shakur Stevenson versus Vasyl Lomachenko is very high. If you don't know, those guys sparred each other. I think it was in one of Lomachenko's camp. I think it was Mariaga. He was preparing for, if I'm not mistaken. I know it was one of those fights that, Shakur came in his camp and they sparred. They got good rounds in. But Bob said that, if Devin Haney were to win, he's possibly going to move up. He's most likely going to move up. So those belts would be vacant. And, Bob basically said he wouldn't hesitate to jump at making Shakur Stevenson versus Vasyl Lomachenko, because it's basically a win-win for him. It's no point of not doing it. But, even now, I'm not mad at that. But if Loma wins, he said he still gets chance to put him in there with Lomachenko, with Shakur Stevenson, because eventually Shakur Stevenson is going to get a title shot at 35. It's the inevitable, so it's really, whoever just has those belts at the time, they're going to have to give him a shot. It's just, how it is. It's two division champion. Devin's probably looking to move up or, stay down there. But either way, you're going to have to give him a shot because it's going to be the mandatory soon. So it's pretty much dodging the guy. But I'm glad to see that Bob Arum is, enthusiastic on making a fight. Bob, as of late, he's not opposed to giving us big fights, He always said that, he doesn't mind putting on a big fight. And, a lot of people didn't think that he wanted to make the Spence versus Crawford fight. But, at the end of the day, once you look at it, and Bob was actually trying to get the fight done. It was just, Spence's team, they didn't want to get the fight done. So we see now, we know what's up, and we see who was actually avoiding who at the time. So but yeah, so all roads lead to a Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko fight. I don't see Loma moving up to 40 and Shakur is being welcomed into 135 pounds. Oh my gosh. I don't think, Tubelis is cooking 20-9. Zula's Tubelis. Oh gosh, if y'all don't know who that is, that's the forward for Arizona. He's cold. I didn't know he averaged 20-9, but he's not. But yeah, all roads lead to Shakur getting a title shot. It's just a means of who has those belts. I think Devin's probably gonna move up just if he struggles to make the weight, getting down to 35 to fight Loma, he's probably gonna move up. But you got to get the guy a shot, you know. You got to get the guy a shot, you know, eventually, you know, far as, you know, with those belts, you know, I'm pretty sure Bob's going to make something happen if those belts are vacated by Devin Haney. You know, at least the WBO belt is going to be on the line, you know, or he might make, you know, each one of them guys pick up each one, you know, Shakur get the WBC and Vasyl get the WBO and they unify. You know, I could see that happen. You know, Bob is definitely gonna play his cards right, and you know he seems very open to making a fight. So, you know, I'm glad he said this because you know you can see where we're possibly gonna go after the Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko fight. You know, I know that fight is, you know, on the cusp of being solidified and made, if I'm not mistaken. You know, I don't think it's any just, you know, crazy drama to where it's probably the fight's not gonna happen as of right now. So yeah, that's where we at with it. But I'm glad Bob came out with it. You know, I had to come talk to you guys about it. I was reading the interview. I was like, he said he would love to make the Shakur and Vasyl Lomachenko fight. But it's basically to the fact that, you know, Vasyl is, you know, on the downturn of his career, you know, and you gotta put him there with big fights. You know, you can't just be throwing him in there with tune-ups because you know he's up in age, so you can't just, you know, be lackadaisical with his career. You know, kind of like how Tank took a bunch of, you know, Miguel Flores, and you know, a bunch of touch-ups. You know, guys we knew they couldn't beat him. So, I'm not mad at it. You know, I don't think Vasyl would duck Shakur. I think he would be opposed to fighting the guy, but you never know. If those rounds they sparred were pretty bad, he'd probably be tempted to make the fight, but I don't think so. I think he probably would have a size advantage, but Shakur's a bigger kid. You know, he might be huge at 35, so who knows? He was huge at 30 and 26, so who knows? But I'm glad Bob said this. You know, we can possibly get another good fight. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Who do you guys think will win between Shakur Stevenson and Vasyl Lomachenko? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure y'all smash the like button. We're on the road to 1K subscribers. Hit the subscribe button. I love you guys so much. Join me on my journey. LOE. Bitch, yeah.